There we go. Okay, and just to make sure, okay, you all know this information. New season resource guide. So the new season stuff is coming out July 31st. That's when it's going to be updated. Those of you, hopefully all you know, new stoneware is coming out. It's a big part of our fall product line. Dash training, and this will be good for, and these dates I'm going to tell you guys, mostly it's going to be that you can share it with your consultants, because a lot of you were on the training, you know, you saw conference stuff, but not all your people are going to know this information. So these dates and this stuff that I'm getting ready to tell you is more so you can write on your calendar and let your people know about this. Okay, so on August 12th, there's going to be a dash training and about stoneware. Okay, so if you have people that, you know, obviously our team needs to know about the new stoneware, the differences, what it's about. Okay, so August 12th, there's going to be a dash training for that. The enameled cast iron and the stone bar pan are the ones that are going to be available October 1st. Everything else is September 1st. Okay, so the enabled cast iron stuff and the stone bar pan. Okay, just so they know, the new stuff is coming out September 1st with exception of those things. Samples are going to be available, the 50% off samples. They're going to be available July 31st. Season's Best recipe book, they were not able to get it done in time to be included in our sample boxes. Okay, so you are going to be able to go on to a special product page and get a free Season's Best, like in your supply order. Okay, so they're going to have a place where you can get your Season's Best for free because they weren't able to put it in the, you know how we usually get it with our new sample stuff that comes out. They weren't able to get it in production in time. So starting anywhere from, I think it's July 31st, can't remember the end date, but you can go on, and so basically July 31st, you can start going on and ordering and getting that Season's Best recipe book. And you can just add it to the cart, one free per consultant. Okay, and the number is C. Is that an S or a 5? 51048, I think. If not, try CS1048. I can't even read my own writing. So that, but I'm guessing you're going to be able to find they gave that number, but I'm guessing, you know, you'll just click on free Season's Best. The new host rewards program. Okay, if you guys did not know or see about the new host reward program, that is going to be starting September 1st. August 19th is when they're going to be doing a webinar training about the new host rewards program. So I want to share my screen with you just so you guys know where I'm getting a lot of this information. So if you guys go into, I went in, and this is under the STIR News. Okay, if you go in, and it's going to be under Explore too, but they started this new page, and it's called All About Parties. So it has all of the new host stuff in here, and you can choose that. So a lot of people ask me about fundraisers, about wedding showers. Okay, that information is going to be all in here as well. But you can see the host rewards. Here is our current up till August 31st. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Has all of the stuff here. You scroll a little farther and it says host rewards starting September 1st, 2020. Okay, so then you go down here where it has at 200, you get the kit credit of 25, one half price item, and it's the 10% off of everything else. Okay, if you go up here, it was 20. Okay, so you can see the difference there. The reason that they're doing that, if you guys did not catch this, the reason that they are pushing more rewards when you get to this higher level is because they want us to be able to push our people to that higher. They're noticed an increase with virtual parties across the board. So rewarding people at higher levels, you know, when we have those, hey, it's, you know, you have to get to 650. You get this, you know, 100 extra and free. It's double rewards at 650. Those are my highest selling months because I'm constantly pushing them to that 650 level. They don't get as good rewards until they get to 650. Okay, well, it's going to be the same thing. You know, once they get to the 600, that's when they're going to get more free. That's when they're going to get more half price products. Okay, so another change that they have there, 30% off everything. That didn't start until 800. Now they're lowering it, or even 900. I think it was 900. Let's look. 30% off started at, okay, 800. Okay, so now it's starting at 700. So that's the difference. So 4 half price items was at 700. Okay, that's going to be the same, but they did drop the 30% off, which is obviously where we make the commission. That starts at 700 instead of 800. The 3 half price items, that started at the $400 level. That's still the same. Okay, 400 in sales was 55. Now it's 50. 75 was, this was 90. Now it's 75. Okay, so see how this has dropped a little bit. And the reason they said is because they want us to be able to push for this.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
On that 200, the kit credit of 25, is that only a kit credit or can that be 25 in free product?
Only kit credit.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So now they don't get free product until they hit 300.
Correct.
Okay.
That is the changer. Okay. So, and we as directors, we know, you know, that we can push to 300, but also think about it this way. If that opportunity is there at 200, I think it also will present more consultant opportunities because we're going to be talking to them. Hey, your party isn't quite there, but here is, you know, a way that we can get you $400 worth of products and you can start your business and have 25. So it used to be 25 kit credit at 300. So they lowered the amount that you have to have for the kit credit, but then took away the free amount. Okay, so those are going to be the changes, and that's why this is going to be so important. And I will probably be doing trainings and stuff on this because this is going to be completely different for our consultants. Okay, and we're going to need them to understand, you know, all of this. Okay, so that's where I have this so you guys can see. Now on here, it's also going to show you the special combos. They have those new special combos. Okay, those are, yeah, those are the ones starting September 1st. Okay, so you can see kind of the different, those are the ones for August through August 31st. Okay, but this will help you kind of understand. Now, they did say that they are going to have kind of like a list, you know, once closer to time, just to kind of show what all this is. So on like a sheet on one, kind of the differences and stuff, so you're not having to try to figure all this out. So it'll all kind of be on a sheet together. Okay, but guys, fundraisers and wedding showers. I get questions about these things all the time. Okay, they're right here. So if you have a consultant that's, you know, just copy the URL at the top, send them there, you know, and they can learn more about wedding showers and fundraisers. Here it all is: what we contribute, what your host gets, what you earn. These 3 questions are the things that I get asked over and over and over again. Okay, so it's good to know in this all about parties, okay, that you guys can find this. Okay, then the last thing here I want to be sure that you guys know is the Direct Ship Now. Okay, Direct Ship Now is going to be starting October 1st. October 1st is when that's going to be starting. The biggest differences you guys are going to see is free shipping on orders of 150 or more. Okay, so once they get to, and that's another reason why we are going to be pushing for higher sales. They get to 150, they get free shipping. They've wanted free shipping for a long time. Another thing that's changed, it's going to be $7.95 up to $149. Used to, when it was over 100, it changed to $9.25 in shipping. Okay, so that's another change there, is it's going to be $7.95 up to $149.99. Once they get to 150, it's free. Okay, so it's basically going to be the same $7.95 until 150, and then they get free shipping. So that's going to be more flat. It's not going to be once you get to this, it's this. Once you get to this, it's this, and a little more confusing. Okay, now I know that they said the shared rewards is going to be early 2021. So we're not even going to worry about that right now. Okay, so shared rewards is coming at the beginning of next year. So we're not going to focus a whole lot of energy and time on that stuff right now. Okay, does anyone have questions about that new stuff coming up?
Melody, I assume that after the DASH training, especially on the new shipping and all of that, will you be doing some training also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will for sure. And you guys, because we know that a lot of people cannot get on daily trainings, during the day, our consultants, because a lot of them work anyways. So yes, I will try to do some different trainings that are going to be a little bit more feasible in time, because in an hour call, I can probably cover a majority of this stuff, for them. So yes, once we get kind of closer to the new season, I will be going over that. My husband asked me if I wanted something for lunch. So, okay. Switching gears just for our org in particular. I'm going to be starting, and I may even try to do it this next week before we get into August. If not, I'm going to do it the very beginning of August. I know that we have lots of new directors on here, so I'm going to be starting a once a month. For a period of time, I was doing it multiple calls, and it just became too much for new directors. Okay, but I'm going to be doing a once a month training for new directors, and I'm going to offer it up to everyone to be on, just because obviously it's something new. But once we have, I need to figure out if I'm going to offer it the end of next week, or if I'm just going to work with it on the beginning once we have our new promotes, because I know we have some more people that are going to promote this month, and just start it at the beginning of August. But be looking for that, and that's just going to be really helping new directors, or even you all, that haven't seen it yet. Just what does it mean now that we're a new director, and what kind of things do we need to be doing and changing, and where to find stuff, and all those kind of things. So I'm going to start offering that again, and I'll probably do it at the beginning of August once we have our new promotes in there as well. And that takes me to, and I don't know if they're all on here. I did see Larissa is on here. Larissa, can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Sorry, I have you muted. My little one is like rambunctious, so.
No, you're fine. So Larissa promoted as of July 1st. So
Yay.
Let's welcome her into our leadership team. Congratulations, Larissa. We're super excited to have you on here. Misty, is Deanna on here? I don't see her.
I didn't see her. I was looking a while ago to see who else was here, and I didn't see her.
Okay. So Deanna also is a new promote, and she's under Trisha, which Trisha I know is on vacation right
Yes,
now. That
she is.
vacation she's been talking about for a long time. So we'll
Super
excuse her this one time. I know she's watching the recording after this, so I can say that. But welcome, Deanna, to our director team as well. And with those people, both of those people are under Misty, so that helped Misty promote to a senior director. So we're super excited for her as well. So be looking for the new director training, and it's going to be a 1 hour once a month. It's not going to be multiple calls. It's going to be something that's feasible to jump on, because I know how overwhelming a month can be, and when we have a lot of stuff going on. But I also think that it will be a good training that will help, you guys just feel more comfortable starting as a new director. And like I said, I will open it up to anyone that would like to jump on and see, and you may think, man, woo, I'm good. I'm doing all those things. Or you may go, oh gosh, okay, I need to work on those things too. Okay. So hopefully it'll be something that will help everyone. So let's talk some dates here. Booking Blitz for this month. Instead of doing it like next week into the 1st of August, we're actually going to do it this week, just to really help even get bookings for starting next weekend, because that's going to go into August. Okay, so we're going to be doing our Booking Blitz Thursday, the 24th. Nope, that's Friday, just kidding. Thursday, the 23rd through the 26th. Okay, so the Booking Blitz will be this Thursday through Sunday. And that way we can start them working on, even booking for next weekend and the rest of August. The Get the More event is going to be July 30th. And honestly, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that this month. And if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. We've done it 2 or 3 times now, with me kind of just leading it, Get the More, explaining what directorship is. I was thinking about trying to change it up a little bit, and maybe having directors, a few people share their story, share something a little bit different, because I feel like we're kind of getting the same people on each event. Yes, there are some new, because we have new people, but what are your thoughts on the Get the More event to get people excited about joining Director Bound? That's the whole purpose of it, is to get people excited to know what it means to become a director, so that they want to be in the Director Bound. So what are your thoughts on the Get the More?
I'd say in general, having the newest promoted directors just kind of do like a spotlight, like we kind of share, maybe they don't feel comfortable sharing, but we can kind of like a little spotlight on them, kind of like a success story. But what kind of just, I don't know, sticks out in my mind just for this month would be even sharing just some of the benefits of, like, the director kit, like, oh, did you guys know, I know that we're getting all these new fall products. Did you know that this is one of the perks? Just because that's current. I don't know. That would just be something that kind of current, that could be something that we could maybe add to it. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out. I'm happy to hear what other people have to say.
I agree with you, Kayla, and maybe we might even have those kits in to show that we could show the boxes and the unboxing or whatever.
I would love that if I had mine by the 30th.
I know. We can cross our fingers and toes and hope.
They're supposed to start arriving, I believe, on the 27th. So
Yeah. So it's a possibility that we could have them for that meeting that night.
Well,
And,
I could see with the products. So are those not their director kits that they're getting?
No, some people have gotten the conference boxes.
I have 2 deliveries. I have one coming tomorrow and one Thursday, so I don't know what they are. I'm kind of
I've got one tomorrow as well.
waiting.
I know the director boxes were going out, so they're going to be coming coming in, and they were spacing it out, so not everyone's getting it exactly the same time, but I know they were starting and going to be coming in. I just, I like the sharing. I think maybe even a variety, maybe a few new, maybe a few, that have promoted and level a little bit and can share, because not everyone is just even a director. Some are, being inspired to become advanced or senior or,
And what about those two, like, for instance, for myself, that it took a while before I ever, you know what I mean? Because you don't want anybody thinking, well, I've been doing this for 2 or 3 years and I can't get anything.
Exactly.
They need to
Exactly.
hear it too.
Misty, I think you'd be a perfect candidate to speak on our Get Them More event next week.
Why not? Wow. Since I threw that one out there. I mean, I think that's kind of important too, because people, as much as we try to tell everybody don't compare yourself, we all do it. And I think that is definitely one for somebody that is wanting to hit that level and that they've not been able to do it, but they've been in the business for a little while.
I agree. So maybe I'll look at, do you think that I think a lot of you have been on the Get Them More event. Do you think that the just kind of general information sharing what they get as director is important as well? Should I still share some of that? I know we share that on the first call of Director Bound, but do you think that sharing the information of what they can get is enticing and we should keep that information along with maybe some inspirational stories? What do you guys think? I see some
I
nods.
think that's a great idea.
I think,
kind of just maybe at the beginning. What do you think, April? Were you going to say something?
yeah, I know for me, like being on the fence when I first started out, having all that, oh, you can make more money, oh, you can get more products, oh, you can, that kind of was like, oh, maybe I might want to do that. And so I think it'd be good to probably leave at least a little bit of that in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and in my live that I do during the day to kind of get them excited about being on the call that night, I share with them, come find out, if I'm like, just kidding, you have to wait for the first call, then they may be like, what? So I do think maybe having some of that in the beginning and then but I just feel like it's missing, maybe it's missing the inspiration piece a little bit that I feel like we need to add in there too. So I may be getting with a few of you to just share just a little snippet of what becoming a director has done for you guys. I mean, it literally was a jump of $1,000 in my very first paycheck. Like I remember going from consultant to director. I replaced my teacher's salary literally, boom, that month. But I also was selling by 1,000. That's always been my goal, as a director. So selling that much, I replaced my teacher's salary right away as soon as I promoted. So
I think the inspirational success stories are the bread and butter, painting that picture, that vision so clearly that they can see themselves in it. That is definitely the biggest chunk. It's the little things that seal the deal, like April said. For me, it was like when you were like, oh, the taxes, and you get all these extra write-offs. I'm like, done. And then it's like, oh, there's a director kit. Okay, done. I'm going for it. But you already had to have the mindset.
mm-hmm.
So I definitely, the success stories and the inspirational, that has to be the biggest part. But then it's like, oh, and did you see my rotisserie over here? Did you know that's one of the benefits of being a director? It's just like a little tiny snippet in there. Just throw a little baby in there.
Okay, awesome. So we'll look at doing that on next Thursday, the 30th, if you guys will write that date down. Because I really would it's important, guys, that event, just so you know, that's for everyone. That is not just for, you want to, I think that they're ready to be a director. That can be new consultants too. Okay, that can be the start.
What time was that?
Let's say 8 o'clock. Let's do 8. So that I think it's important just for new consultants even to know the opportunity. Because if we're fast tracking, if they are fast tracking, then they need to know the information from the very beginning. And that's what home office has said all along. That's why you even talk about on the new consultant call, like they need to know the options. They may not promote for a couple months. They may do director bound for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Okay. But it's giving them the foundation. It's giving them the knowledge, and how to make it happen. So, and they may be in it a few times. Like I know Sarah, for example, she pops to my head. I know she was on it the very first month she joined, and she was in it again, and I think it's good for them to be on it a few times. So, and hear the information. So next thing, and this is going to be for some of you that help out with the director bound. So what are your guys' feelings on Monday versus Tuesday? I know we were on Mondays and we switched to Tuesdays. What are your guys' thoughts on going back to Mondays? Did you like Mondays better? Do you like Tuesdays better? What are your guys' feelings on that?
Matter to me.
Angela, Misty, Leslie, Tony.
Mondays are always
to
so
me.
busy for me.
What'd you say, Tony?
Mondays are always crazy busy for me.
So you like
Closing parties and everything. I'm sorry, what?
Tuesdays have been better for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday's better for me too.
Okay. Tuesday's
better for me too.
Okay.
Tuesday would be great.
Okay. Then we'll stick with Tuesday. I may or may not switch new consultant training back to Monday. I haven't completely decided yet. We are switching gears from baseball right into football and cheer. And I am I'm an assistant coach for cheer because, don't got enough on my plate. So I am doing that, and our practices are Tuesday and Thursday, but they are until 7:30. So I'm trying to figure out if I probably will have to do Monday, new consultant training, kind of like we did, and then director bound will be on Tuesday. I like it back to back on the same night just because it's not multiple nights of calls for me, but that's okay. It's my season of life, not your guys's. Okay, so we'll stick, if you guys were good with Tuesdays, we'll stick with Tuesdays on that. Next thing, with that being said, if we stick with Tuesdays for the director bound, I had on our calendar, I think back last director meeting, we talked about having our virtual team meeting on the 4th, which obviously if it's on the 4th, then that interferes with director bound, because I'm assuming our director bound are going to be the 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th, correct? Those are the four Tuesdays of the month. So Tony, I can't remember when you said your virtual team meeting is. I don't know do we switch to Monday the 3rd, Monday the 10th? What works best with you guys? Because I don't want to interfere. I know a lot of you guys do your own virtual team meetings, so I don't want to step on your guys' dates and stuff that you already have planned. So
I haven't set a date yet, so I'll work around whatever you plan.
she's like, Melody, I've learned not to set dates until you tell me. Because you're always changing.
Exactly.
So what do you guys think about the 3rd or the 10th for virtual team meeting? We had it on the 14th this year. or this month, just because conference was that very first month and I wanted to get through conference. Do you guys
I
want to go
vote for
back
the 10th.
the 10th? You guys like having the first week's kind of crazy, do it the second week? I see
Yeah.
nodding. Yes.
That gives me time to do a meeting with my team and maybe mention that to them,
Okay.
because I haven't had a virtual team meeting yet. So I don't even know how often everyone else does that. So I need to get that going.
Did I miss that? So we're switching for the virtual team meetings from being on a Tuesday night to being on a Monday night?
Well, if the director bounds are going to be on a Tuesday, then that's what we'll have to do.
Okay.
So yeah, because and August is different because it's only for Tuesdays. We don't have the option of, starting that week later and having the virtual team meeting that first one. So like we kind of have these other months. So yes, let's plan on, if you guys are good with the 10th, let's plan on virtual team meeting on the 10th. That gives you guys that first week if you have stuff, because I never want our org stuff to interfere with your personal team stuff. So I always want to give you guys the opportunity to do what you need with your teams first. So we'll do the 10th, that Monday. Let me change that on my calendar now.
Is that going to be at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Or
And
9
as
o'clock?
far as trainings, give me an idea of what would you like me or me to find someone training topic for next month.
Honestly, I think they need help in host coaching more than anything. I mean, I've led mine to water and I can't get them to seem to drink. I've given them all the files, the training, the videos. I've done videos and I can go into their parties and nothing. They're not communicating in the parties. So that's just
Amen. I'm having the same problem, Joanna.
it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, go talk to your host, not just once. Go talk all the time. Get in there.
Give them goals. Give them, yeah.
Recruiting and host coaching go hand in hand. So maybe
Exactly.
do a combo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you're host coaching, you should be talking, to them at least 5 times about the opportunity.
That's right.
You are correct. And how many times have we beat that in their heads? Because I know I did a training a few months about it. And I talk
It's ingrained in my head, that's for sure.
Every new consultant training is a huge part. You guys that are on there, it's host coaching on there. Okay. Now, those of you that have never experienced an August are even more fun than July, typically. But here's the thing. So much of this business is a mindset and determination, honestly. And you guys know that. It is, and we know that as leaders, but our consultants are not always going to have that mindset. So that's why I wanted to have the booking blitz a little bit earlier and really focus with them on getting August, because August is such a segue into the fall. And they don't want to not have bookings on their calendar for August and go, oh, well, the new products come out September 1st. I'll just work then, because then they're going to get into September and they will not have what they need on the calendar then either. So August is so important to get the bookings for the fall. Okay, so as much as you guys can explain that to your consultants, the importance of getting their August booked. Okay, so when we have this booking blitz this week, that's really going to be our focus, is getting our August booked. September is great. I mean, I already have more bookings on September than I do August, just because that's naturally, they don't naturally go for August. School's coming back, you know, with so much being up in the air right now with, are we virtual? Are we this? Are we going to have to wear, you know, there's so much up in the air with schools right now. It's going to cause just a lot of just uncertainty across the board with everyone. Okay. So what we're going to have to focus on with our consultants is the amount of parties that they are booking. Okay. Because if you guys want to continue to have the success and the numbers that we have had, it's going to take more parties, because you're not just going to be able to have that, oh my gosh, this one's 1,700. Oh my gosh, this one's 1,500 in August. Okay. It's going to be more of a quantity, because they're probably going to be lower. People are back to school shopping. People have a lot of expenses in August. Okay. So your consultants need to understand they're going to have to get more bookings on their calendar in order to have the success that they have been used to. Okay. And that comes from us as leaders relaying that information. There's no reason you guys have to have that big of a dip in your sales. Okay. But you're going to have the parties to support it. So if your calendars, you know, personally aren't where you need to be, okay, then this booking blitz is for you all as well. And I'm pointing the finger at myself right now, because my August isn't where I need to be either. So I need to get on August as well. So I will be doing this booking blitz with everyone this week. Okay, because September just naturally comes easier. Every single one of my parties this week booked for September, even though August is what I offered. They wanted to wait. So August, you'll just have to really focus on getting maybe more incentives and things like that. So working to get August filled, because I promise you, if your August calendar is successful, it's going to lead to a successful fall. Okay. And that's what we all want, is our consultants to experience a fall of, you know, being successful with new products and all the things that fall typically brings. Are there any questions? Are there any concerns, things that you want to talk through, Leslie?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you, I mean, and I'm sure this is for everybody, but part of the reason, you know, I can't get bookings is because of the shipping issue. Have you heard are they still saying September?
We are down to 3 weeks right now.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we are.
Oh,
so they have not ever released that information, but I noticed when parties were shipping, it was about 4 weeks, and now we're down to 3 weeks. So that is improving for sure. Okay. They haven't made that announcement, but I will say the slowness of July has helped them catch up. So we are not at a 7 to 8 anymore. We're at more of a 3 week. So you are going to start to see that stuff coming quicker. So if that eases your mind to kind of book some of those August parties, knowing that they are not going to have a 2-month wait at this point. And that's just going to keep getting better too. So I really feel like mid-August, beginning of September, we're going to be back where we used to be. So yeah, definitely don't let that hold you guys back. I know it's been frustrating, guys. Trust me. I feel like I bang my head against the wall every single day. But you guys know that that's not typically Pampered Chef. You guys know that. The things that we've been dealing with is not. But we also don't have control over the manufacturers and people that are that we're buying products from. So it's numerous, just, and they're not all products are not made with, it's all these different people that we're having to make sure are performing, in the middle of a pandemic with the amount of sales that we are bringing in. So July, August, you'll see that shipping rate drop even more just because of, everyone's kind of not moving quite as fast right now. So that will get better.
Okay. What about the products that are out? That was a really frustrating thing this past week. Both of my hosts were upset that the things they wanted, and that one of them even said the whole reason I had the party was for, I don't even remember what it was now, but it was like unavailable. And
Ice cream
then
maker.
that was one. And then another host contacted me yesterday and was furious because she wanted that sandwich maker, the breakfast sandwich maker. And she said, I was going to buy that, but then whenever I found out it was a free gift, I ordered it. Now they're telling me I can't have it. I'd rather wait on it than cancel. And so I explained to her that it was not going to be available anymore, and she just was not happy. So I finally told her that if she would let me know what she would like, I would trade her out something that she wants for the chef's tongs and the cookbook. So yeah, that's been kind of hard too, dealing with unhappy people. And then I did have one lady that I asked to have a party for August. She said, no, since they're out of so much stuff, I don't really see the point. So that kind of hurt.
Yeah. And
I lost a booking yesterday because of the breakfast sandwich maker.
Yeah.
She canceled it.
Isn't it amazing though? I'm just going to be honest with you.
Over something so silly.
And isn't it amazing? I honest to goodness do not sell very many breakfast sandwich makers. But it's like when it goes out, you would think every single person in America wanted a breakfast sandwich maker. I'm like, I hardly ever sell this thing. Like ever sell this thing. And now all of a sudden I have all these people upset about a breakfast sandwich. I'm like, where did you people come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just amazing how anytime something goes out, I'm like, this is not even a popular item. Like, why are you guys all so upset? But yeah, so I get it.
Well, she said she had planned on buying it anyway, but when she didn't have to buy it, she was even more excited. So she said, if I would have known they were going to do that, I would have just ordered it, which wouldn't have made any difference. But that was just her response.
I know. And it is. And I honestly don't have.
I know. That's
I'm
why I
actually
offered to
holding a
replace
party
it.
for the brownie pans.
Oh, no.
I've got one of my consultants holding a party for the brownie pans because we've
And
had
I
so
have
many
that
people
too.
wanting them.
Yeah, and what I held over last week, they were holding, but I had to submit by the 15th because they wanted double rewards. They were holding for the mesh colander set. And we finally just had to submit it, So, I mean, I'm dealing with that stuff as well. And I just keep thinking, one more month, let's just push, do what we can, get the bookings that we can, and go into the fall. And a lot of this hopefully will be behind us as far as, so many things being out of stock and different stuff in the catalog. So yes, Lynn brings up a good point. And yes, Tony, I see your comment too. And this actually is a conversation going on the executive page right now. So the executives are all talking about it. Home office is aware that it's an issue. It's been an issue for a while. But the new consultant PC Strong Start that they get invited to by Home
my
Office,
Lord.
It is a very negative page. So
I cannot stand that page.
Yeah, I just encourage, if you have a new consultant, I wouldn't encourage them to be on there right now. And
I used to have it linked in my announcements and I removed it.
Yeah.
I took it completely off of my page.
And that may be just something that, really pay attention to who your new consultants are, because think about that negativity and what it can do for a new consultant. So I would just really watch who are your new consultants and just take them off. Just say, hey, this is not really a group that you need to be in right now. Until Home Office figures out, I don't know, because literally executives were going crazy about it yesterday. So Home Office knows, and it's not the first time it's been brought up, but there's not enough monitoring of the negativity. I know that they're wanting people to be able to voice concerns and stuff, but it turns into just ridiculous's. So, Home Office definitely is aware of it. So executives were not happy yesterday about it at all. But yeah, for the time being, until something changes, there's no reason for them to be on there. It's not going to do anything really positive for them right now, other than them see a lot of negativity, because new consultants don't necessarily know about a lot of this stuff, and they don't need to right off the bat. They don't need to understand that a lot of this is going on. So, all right, ladies, if there is nothing else. I have another call I have to jump on in 5 minutes. So thank you guys for being awesome. Just know that we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I could have subtracted 31 from 21, but that was more fun. So 10 days left in the month. You guys have so much time to get done what needs to be done. So just keep encouraging your team and help them focus on getting those bookings for August and understanding why that is important. Because so many of them, they're going to think, I need to do the bare minimum for August, and then I need to get ready for the fall. And that is not what needs to happen. They've got to book their August in order to have the success they need for the fall. So they just need to understand that, and that comes from us. So, all righty.
Thank you, Melody.
Thank you,
welcome.
Good
Melanie.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good one.
You too.